He said some things to me, that had me thinking.
Some things that had you thinking like what?
Am I more happy than unhappy in the relationship? And are you?
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We're talking to you about Kenneth and our good friend Shorty. In this episode, I'm talking about Kenneth needs to verbalize, not vandalize, and be able to communicate how he feels to Shorty as well. I also feel as well that in this particular scene, I don't know if Shorty was trying to prod him a little bit, and I'll tell you why I feel this particular way. If you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor. You like it, you share, you subscribe, you click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated because the streets out there, they are hot. All right, let's get into the video. Don't waste much time. But talking about Kenneth and Shorty, I just want you to kind of watch this scene a little bit here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pause. I'm just gonna pause it there, right? Instantly, this okay. Let me go back so you understand why I'm probably jumping slightly ahead. Let's watch that
Like
again.
what?
Am I more happy than unhappy in the relationship? And are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, she's talking about obviously whether we're happy or unhappy in the relationship, and you can tell straight away that Kenneth isn't best pleased with what she's saying. Now, I don't expect him to be pleased. I'm not even, saying anything bad about the fact that he responded the way he did, but clearly he was definitely affected by what she said. He immediately moved his body away from her. You can see the energy shift in him. Watch it again as well.
I don't know. That's interesting.
And what's really interesting about Kenneth is when he feels something, what's his natural reaction to do? And then even in that moment when he felt it, oh yeah, he felt hurt, but did he verbalize the hurt? No, he went into, that's interesting, and he's going to go into cocky mode, because what a lot of people don't know how to do, especially men as well, and this is not just men, but men and women, but a lot of times what happens with people is they don't verbalize how they feel. They often act it out and almost expect the other person to be a mind reader in terms of how they're actually feeling. You are hurt in that moment. I'm going to be honest with you, Shorty, that hurts, man. And I know that obviously that's probably not your intention right now because you're describing what happened on a date, but I want to be honest with you, it did hurt. And I think a lot of times we don't verbalize this because we're scared of being vulnerable and being made to look weak.
I kind of feel like he showed out a little bit. Like, he got me flowers and a little necklace.
What?
This is the necklace I got.
Now, here's my biggest thing as well with Shorty and Charlie. Charlie did this, right? Let's not pretend we're stupid. Let's not, right? You bringing a gift from somebody who's trying to pursue you into your relationship is a violation. Straight up. Violation. Can I be honest with you? Charlie did it. Shorty did it. I'm mad confused. Why are we accepting gifts from people who are pursuing us? Not people who are friends, not people that we don't know, people who are pursuing you. You're accepting gifts that flowers and a necklace are sentimental value kind of gifts. They mean something. They hold a meaning and a value to them that is often intrinsic and emotional. So do you not think that someone's going to get a bit frustrated? Did you not think that by doing that, you are testing and teasing and tempting somebody to feel some type of way? Right? So the ladies did appallingly poor there for that. But what the men also did wrongly in this situation is their reactions, right? Instead of again communicating how I find this disrespectful, that fact that you brought a gift home when you know that obviously he's pursuing you, and what this gift signifies to me is that he's obviously trying to make a move with you, and this is a parting gift that kind of has a significance. I don't know why you would want to keep the gift, right? Especially as I feel like it breeds a distrust between myself and you if you accept that gift into the fold. Communicating how you actually feel, right? So that we can talk. But both times, both men did an action. Now, I'm all down for men, being executive and executing what they need to. But this came down to an action where you grabbed the necklace and threw it aside. I'm all for men again, not necessarily, not never showing emotion, but be emotionally regulated. But I can understand you getting emotional in a situation, but then the action proceeding it is problematic. Problematic because you've grabbed the necklace and thrown it away. and it shows how you deal with problems, right? So let's watch a little bit more.
Yeah. So it ain't got no meaning.
I mean, it's memory of.
I don't know if you heard him. He said, so it don't got no meaning. So he's searching for the meaning behind it, because what does it mean if you get a necklace? He's obviously hurt by this. What is your reaction when you're hurt? Let's have a look.
Me and Hollywood's first date.
Damn, I wish I would have won that vase yet.
Oh, that was.
And I get it. You're hurt, you're betrayed, and you feel some type of way about the fact she did this. But with now you throwing the gift away, all you've done is fail to really communicate how you feel. And all you've done is produce an action out of hurt that doesn't necessarily communicate and stick in the mind of the individual person. What she might feel in that moment, momentarily, is, oh, he was frustrated, he was angry. But what she needs to hear is, I am hurt. I keep saying this line. That what people need to hear is, I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, I'm at this moment, I'm lost for words, I feel like you've betrayed me with this action, and actually expressing what emotions are feeling. The problem is, a lot of times, especially with men, is they don't know language. And I speak about this all the time. Express your emotions, understand them, process them. If you don't understand them, there will be confusion. If you don't process your emotion, what will happen is you'll shut down and disassociate and distance yourself. If you don't know how to express it, it comes out as a really bad behavior like that. Can't explain how you feel, so you decide to use a behavior to show how you feel. And all it shows in this moment is, I'm angry. But that's not all you're feeling. What you're feeling in this moment is hurt. What you're feeling is disappointment. What you're feeling is a sense of betrayal in this moment. But if you don't communicate that, they don't know that. Nobody's a mind reader. So I needed Kenneth to not vandalize, but to what? Verbalize.
So immature.
Nah, I ain't soldier. Hey, nah, I ain't tripping.
He's not tripping, but he stood up now and he's walking around the room. He's hurt. And what we're failing to do is we're failing to open our mouths and communicate. Closed mouths don't get fed. Well, think about that from a relationship aspect. Closed mouths don't get fed. In a relationship aspect, your closed mouth doesn't allow for the relationship to be fed and to grow. It keeps it stagnant, and actually eventually it wilts and dies with a lack of input from your end, where you're speaking about how you feel. But rather, we're seeing another action of him getting up and walking. He's angry.
Just be honest, about how you feel.
Nah, you look like you was happy to get it, so I don't like this. Are you happy to get gifts? Are you telling me this?
What did he say there? That was probably the first bit of information. It looks like you're happy about getting this gift. Okay, great. Now, what does that signify for you personally? Have you noticed, again, the focus is about her, not himself? That is what we do when we talk about emotional intelligence, about how we're able to attune and be able to look within ourselves to kind of find an answer as to, why do I feel the way that I do? When we talk about self-awareness, it's about the thoughts contributing towards behaviors that impact other people. What are you trying to do? What are you feeling? You heard her say, "Oh, how are you feeling?" And he didn't answer it. Rather, he said, "Oh, no, you know what? The fact that you accepting a gift." He made it about her rather than about himself again.
Because you genuinely feel like this, or are you telling me this because you want to make me jealous or some kind of way, Man, I don't want to hit it.
And I totally understand him again here as well. Does he feel like she's just trying to do this because she wants to make him jealous? And there's a plausibility in there, because in the end of the day, with the situation at hand, you can clearly see that. Why did she say it the way she said it? That's the thing that was kind of pissing me off. I was like, I was like, babe, the way you're kind of even getting excited, telling him that you got a gift, what do you think is going to happen? Of course, it's going to come off. It's going to look some type of way. It's going to look like you were trying to make him jealous. Now, that might be her MO, but I can see why he came to that thought process and conclusion. because you're so giddy and excited to tell him that you got a gift from another man who's pursuing you. Where was your self-awareness here? Where was your self-awareness here, shorty? Tell me.
I just see a damn cheese and it's showing all this smiling. And I'm like, that don't make me feel good.
So if I try to wear the necklace, it's gonna be a
If
problem?
you try to wear the necklace, girl, the necklace about to go down Peachtree.
Now, you said it doesn't make you feel good. What does that mean? This is what I'm talking about. The Bible says lack of knowledge, my people perish. The language aspect. You know, we're talking about expressing ourselves, expressing yourself, especially in this Western society. We talk about verbalizing what we're feeling and finding a language to express what we feel. That don't make me feel good. What does that mean? Go deeper for us so that we can understand where you're coming from. These are the important little nuances of language that help the other person to understand this is what he means or this is what she means. This is why emotional intelligence is important. This is why studying, having knowledge, acquiring knowledge, understanding these things are so key, because it helps your relationship, because it gives the other person an idea of where you stand. Yeah.
Stop playing, Ken. I'm for real.
I think it's a game.
So I can go on the date. I just can't accept a gift.
Yeah, you can.
Now, Shorty's really trying to take the mic. I can go on a date, but I can't accept the gift. Babe, what are we doing? Let's stop. Listen, let's behave, right? See, this feels like you're antagonizing the young man. I'm not giving him a pass, by the way, because his behavior, I think it's got aspects of control to it. But let's not antagonize. Let's not try to draw him out. Let's not. Babe, I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to drag him out. Like, why are we doing that? It's your partner. Why are we trying to draw him out to get a reaction out of him? Is that the way you understand him to be caring about you? Is that the way you understand him to be loving you? Like, why are we drawing him out?
Can't accept gift, you can't touch hands. You know the rules in this thing. I can touch hands in the pottery thing. I can get my Patrick Swayze on in the thing.
That part. I said, listen, the guy, he's a funny guy, I gotta admit, man, you know. But he was clearly hurt by that again. And I've said it again, he was hurt by that. So communicate that, sir. Instead of now saying, well, so we can get our groove on now, that's the end part of the conversation. What's the middle part? I don't like this. It doesn't make you, like you said, it don't make you feel good. But explore that, go deeper and explain that to her so she sees where you're coming from. If you're watching this and you don't explain how you feel, but you try to flip it onto the other person, like, you done this. If you focus on what they've done, you don't focus on what you are feeling to explain how you feel to them, to make them understand where you're coming from. And then you're going to get frustrated and angry about, you don't understand me. You don't take the time to listen to me, but you didn't explain how you felt. I felt like this when you did X, Y, and Z. Not just, well, you went out there and did this, that. That's okay. You can do that, but if you stay there, you're not going to help improve yourself nor your relationship and how you relate to one another. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Like it, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notifications of uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. We'll see you guys very, very soon. Much love.